all, welcome back to my channel. I am Tanisha Dhopeshwar and you're watching episode 2 of my LADAKH Chronicles. It was indeed a good morning in Leh. We set out in the morning to explore Leh, लेकिन सबसे पहले मिलिए हसन भाई से, हमारे ड्राइवर, और मैं तो इनको गाइड भी बोलूँगी। हमारी लद्दाख की जर्नी को खूबसूरत बनाने में इनका बहुत बड़ा हाथ है। Our first stop was the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is a museum constructed by the Indian Army in the memory of the brave Indian soldiers who laid down their lives defending the motherland in the Indo-Pak Wars. I had chills all over listening to the stories of our brave soldiers. Ticket per person is 25 rupees. You will have to pay 50 rupees additionally to take your camera. After roaming around the Hall of Fame, we headed to our second stop, Spituk Monastery. Spituk Monastery is one of the most famous monasteries of Leh and offers the most spectacular viewpoints. The history of Spituk Monastery dates it back to the 11th century. This monastery holds a lot of heritage, culture, and history. You will have to climb a number of stairs to reach the monastery, but it's worth, trust me.
You can smell the earth that you and I lived on. All the pity that you had on me back then. All the Sunday afternoons with all your friends. You never did think I'd reach the deep of the world we found when you still had a dream. But now the time below your feet has turned to stone, and the children at your knees, they will never know. It was 2 miles long and you were never coming back from the hill where you left no track. From the hill.
We continued our journey and reached the PatharSaheb Gurudwara. The entire Gurudwara is run and maintained by the Indian Army. Oftentimes, when we visit holy places, we ask God for something we don't have, something we desire. But here, I only felt like expressing my gratitude to God. We had a hearty meal in the langar of the Gurudwara and then set out for our next stop. The stopped at the magnetic hill and randomly decided to do an ATV ride. Honestly, I'm not an adventurous person, but I really didn't want to regret it later, so I went ahead and it turned out to be one of the best decisions I've made so far. ATV ride costed 1000 rupees per person, but I would suggest you go and do it because it is quite different from what you do in the Nubra Valley ATV rides. मेरे लिए तो बहुत ही एडवेंचरस था ऑनेस्टली. Hello everyone, I just completed my first ever ATV ride and moving towards the Sangam Point. Now we can see behind me. From one side the Indus River is flowing and from the other side the Zanskar River is flowing. Let me get you a better view. Finally reached the last destination of the day, the Sangam Point, one of the most scenic places in Leh. Sangam Point is the confluence of the Indus and the Zanskar River. The river changes colors throughout the seasons. Here the Indus River's water is crystal blue and Zanskar River's water is currently muddy in color. Zanskar River is known for its white water river rafting. This point is known as the highest river rafting point in the world, which is elevated at 11,600 feet from sea level. Unfortunately, this wasn't included in our itinerary. Next time, maybe.
You can find the earth that you and I lived on. It was 2 miles long and you were never coming back. From the hill where you left no track, from the hill where you bled and died. Forget you, I couldn't if I wanted to. Even if the moon stayed true, even if the sun told lies.
After completing the most amazing first day of sightseeing, we headed back to Leh and stopped at the Leh market. The Leh main market is one of the most bustling and energetic areas in Leh. You can find Tibetan handicrafts, jewelries, woolen and pashmina products, apricot delicacies, and a wide number of eateries.
I bought this cap for 100 rupees.
Particularly stopped at the Himalayan cafe to try the famous Tibetan dish Thentuk and Thukpa noodles. While enjoying a spectacular view of the market, although I have to admit that I wish I would have come here a little later in the evening to see a more lively view. The shops can be a little expensive for the tourists, so do not forget to bargain. After a very tiring day, we returned back to a hotel to enjoy a delicious meal and get a good night's sleep to welcome an even longer day. Find out more in the next episode of LADAKH Chronicles. Till then, see you, bye!